you stuck up in choosing right pump for your agricultural field? Then this video is meant for you. Choosing an irrigation pump is based on the type of the pump and also on the relationship between pump efficiency and the dynamic head at specific flow rate. Types of pumps used in agriculture irrigation include centrifugal pumps, deep well turbine pumps, submersible pump and propeller pumps. When selecting an irrigation pump, consider the pump's operating conditions including the type of water source, the required pumping flow rate, total suction head, total dynamic head. Surface water or well water will give you the source of water and its availability will be determined by the local geology and hydrologic conditions. The type of irrigation system, the distance from the water source and the size of the piping system will determine the flow rate and total dynamic head. If the application needs to lift water to the pump, a centrifugal pump must be used. Above ground, centrifugal pumps are commonly used with surface water sources or shallow groundwater sources. They are also used as booster pumps in irrigation pipelines. They must be filled with water or primed before they can operate. The suction line and pump must be filled with water and free of air, so airtight joints and connections are important on the suction pump. Centrifugal pumps are designed for horizontal or vertical operation. Horizontal or vertical refers to the orientation of the motor and drive shaft and not the impeller. Horizontal centrifugal pumps are the most common for irrigation. They generally offer lower cost, require less maintenance and are easy to install and inspect for maintenance than other types. While self-priming horizontal centrifugal pumps are available, they are usually special purpose pumps and not used in the agricultural irrigation. Vertical centrifugal pumps can be mounted so the intake and impeller are always under water. Priming is unnecessary in this case, making it useful for floating applications. A self-priming feature is helpful in areas with frequent power outages or with center pivots where automatic restart is programmable function. However, more maintenance may be needed because the bearings are constantly under water. Next comes horizontal or vertical open well submersible pump. Surface monoblock pumps were used to pump water from wells, but it needs frequent maintenance like bearing lubrication, footfall maintenance, and shifting according to water level changes. Their winding and bearing tend to fail if the well water enter inside. To overcome these limitations, this open well submersible pumps is used, and it gives you trouble-free and better performance. It withstands wide voltage fluctuations, and special journal bearings and thrust bearings gives trouble-free performance. It is made up of stainless steel shaft and no need of foot valve or priming of pump. Noiseless operation, and then no pump room is required so that you can save the space. In agricultural irrigation application, a submersible pump is a turbine pump close coupled to a watertight electric motor which eliminates the long drive shaft and bearing retainers needed for deep well turbine pump. The pump is above the motor and water enters the pump through a screw between pump and a motor. Because submersible pumps are smaller in diameter, they are lower efficiency than those used for centrifugal or deep well turbine pumps. The motor may overheat or burnt out if the circulation of the water past the motor is restricted or inadequate. The length of riser pipe must be enough to keep the bowl assembly and motor submerged at all times. Also, the well casing must be large enough to allow water to flow past the motor. Submersible pump used for irrigation must have 3-phase electrical power, and wiring from the pump to the surface must be watertight with all connections sealed. Lightning is a common cause of submersible pump failure, so protection should be wired into the control box. Specially designed submersible booster pumps can be mounted horizontally in a pipeline and are good for noise reduction if used near a residential setting. Another use of submersible is a booster good suction line where the water level may fluctuate a lot. Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.